Hello everybody, this is Kenneth Marks of The Ancestor Hunt. Today I'm going to be sharing with you a collection of historical newspapers from the state of Nebraska. There are about 30 some odd newspapers that are available to you from the mid-1800s. So let's take a look at how we search this free site. The URL is nebnewspapers.unl.edu, and this is the home page. To go through and read the newspapers and hopefully find articles for your ancestors, you just go up to the links at the top and go to Browse. It brings up a map of the state, and if you hover over each of the cities that are named here, you can see which newspapers are available. Also, there is a list down at the bottom which shows you by city, and it shows you the links, so you can click on those to browse the individual newspapers. Up at the top, you have the ability to browse by date or by date range, and you can just select the month and year here, and as you can see, there are quite a few options here. You also have the ability to go to, as I said earlier, click on any of the cities and the publications named and browse that way. So let's pick one and see how that works. As you can see, it brings up a list here on the left, and there are multiple pages to go through. It has a short description of the newspaper, which is kind of interesting, as well as some metadata that would be useful to you. You can click on any one of these links. I'm not going to do that right now, and it'll bring you to that particular publication where you can browse through that newspaper. So let's go back to our main page. Where it says browse by keyword, that is actually a search by keyword, and what we're going to do is we're going to search for a specific name. I'm going to put it in quotes, and we'll just click the search button, and up comes 51 results. You can sort by relevance, by date, or by title, and as you can see, it has a link to that particular newspaper, and it shows you which page number it is on. So for that search term of Frank Boyd, it is saying that for Friday, October 26, 1906, the result is on page 8. So let's click one of these. Let's do Friday, May 6, 1904. And it brings up the Falls City Tribune for that particular date. There are 12 pages available in that particular publication. It said it was on page 1, so let's go to page 1 and click on the thumbnail. It brings up the entire page, which is zoomable. You have the ability to go to other pages within that publication if you choose, or you can click on these little arrows to go to the publication following May 6 or the publication prior to May 6. You can view in PDF, so let's look at that. And there is the entire page in PDF. So if you wanted to save the entire page, or zoom or otherwise, you just use your typical PDF toolbar and hit save over here on the right. Let's go back. You also have the ability to display in JPEG format. And there it is there. You can zoom it, and it comes up quite large, so it is kind of a little bit of a challenge to find the article. There it is there. It is quite large, so we're going to get out of that. But you can look at the article that way in JPEG format. I have found that the easiest way to do it is you just use this little zoom slider here and zoom it that way, and then you just, to pan through the page, you just hold your left mouse button down, and there indeed is the article about Frank Boyd. Let's make it a little larger. There we go. Now, if I wanted to save that article, I would use my clipping tool on my computer. Just click on that. I would draw a box around the article, like so. And I just can do a file save as, save it on my computer. Obviously I would change the name to something like Boyd article, I would probably include Falls City Tribune and the date in the name, but for now, let's just save it there. And that's it. That's all there is to it. It's really very, I won't say simplistic, but it's very easy to use. And you have the ability to save an article that you find. Again, you can save the entire page in PDF format or in JPEG format. They do state in the About section and the Help section, which I always encourage people to read, that they are going to be adding the ability to highlight the search terms. So in the future, they are saying that Frank Boyd would be highlighted, so it would be a little easier for you to find that particular article for that search term in the resulting page that comes up after you perform the search. So let's go back to our main page. Those are all search results. So again, you could go through others if you choose. And there is the main page. Again, this is pretty simple to use, pretty easy for you to figure out. And I would encourage you, if you have Nebraskan ancestors, to take a look at this site. Again, there are 33 different newspapers that are available from the mid-1800s through 1923. If you have ancestors in the state of Nebraska, as I do, I would encourage you to take a look at it and see how you might be able to find articles about them. I will leave you with my usual closing phrase, and that is, happy hunting.